Hello everyone, welcome to a pretty unique video for my channel where I'm going to be showing you guys an algorithm I made called TwisterCast that can forecast the likelihood of a nearby tornado using 5 variables. So this is the algorithm. Don't worry, I'm not going to try to explain it, but from here you can see the 5 different variables I use in the algorithm. I can find out what these variables are in a given location from a weather sounding. So this is a weather sounding where we can see the dew point spread, which is the red number minus the green number, the surface-based CAPE, the 3 CAPE, the effective inflow storm relative velocity, and the 0 to 1 kilometer shear. Now that I've given you a basic idea of how it works, we can test it in a few examples from the past. This is example 1, which takes place on June 2nd, 2023. Here's the sounding, and when we plug in the numbers, we get a 2.18. When we go down to the chart, we can see that equates to a 5% chance of a tornado within 25 miles of the given location. And when we look at the forecast, we can see that TwisterCast is correct, having predicted a 5% risk as well. This is the official National Weather Service outlook. In our second example, we go to earlier this year, January 24th, 2023. Here is the sounding, and here's what TwisterCast is predicting. This time it puts out a 4.58, which would leave us with a much higher 15% risk. When we look at the actual National Weather Service outlook, we see there's only a 10% risk of tornadoes within 25 miles of a given point, which means that TwisterCast is overdoing the tornado threat in this situation. Our third example is a little more interesting. This time it is for the Rolling Fork EF4, the strongest tornado of the year. So this is the sounding. Put in the numbers and we get a 3.97, which would land us with a 10% risk. However, the official outlook has a moderate risk. So in this case, TwisterCast is underdoing the tornado threat. However, a very slight change, such as lowering the dew point by 1 degree, would land us in the 15% risk area, so it wasn't too far off. Our fourth example is one of the most famous and devastating tornadoes in recent years, the Joplin tornado. Here's the sounding, and the end result is a 3.52, which suggests a 10% risk. Taking a look at the outlook, we can see a 15% risk area. However, Joplin is right here in the 10% risk area, which means that TwisterCast is right in this scenario. For our fifth and final example, we have the 2011 super outbreak, the largest tornado outbreak in history with over 200 tornadoes occurring in one day. This sounding is from the city of Tuscaloosa, Alabama, which was hit by an EF4 tornado that day. After plugging in the numbers, we get a 6.09, which would land us in the 45% risk area. And sure enough, that is exactly what the National Weather Service predicted as well. So a few things to note if you do end up trying to use this algorithm yourself. Take it with a grain of salt. There's more to forecasting, obviously, than just 5 numbers. And I'm just a random weather enthusiast, so this algorithm isn't perfect. So anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you found this video entertaining or informative, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.